welcome you here tonight. We functionally formed Linseed Capital about 8 years ago when we began our angel investment career. And it kind of happened accidentally. I kind of pulled into the entrepreneurship side from some activities at the University of Nebraska, and got involved with the Nebraska Angels and started meeting some very interesting people and made some initial investments, and that led us to organize this into a company.
My name is John Peterson. I'm from Vendorin. My personal background is I was born and raised in Sweden. I came to America when I was 22 years old. I've been doing startups ever since. I actually came here. Since then, 1993, I've done 4 startups here in Omaha. They've all been related to financial services for businesses. My most recent startup is Vendorin, which is a Linseed portfolio company. At Vendorin, we help large companies mostly transition their accounts payable process from being paper-based to being electronic. So we've built a lot of technology that enables us to go to a company and get a list of their vendors and then run a marketing campaign to those vendors, get the vendors to create a profile on our system, and then use that profile so that they can make electronic payments.
My name is Dusty. I'm with RaceNote. RaceNote's a motorsports management platform that makes race teams faster. Our software allows race teams to make better decisions quicker. In a nutshell, I'm a little bit of a redneck that loves auto racing, and I also love technology, and so those two things merge, and RaceNote was birthed from those. As we look at the auto racing industry, it's quickly becoming a science. It's becoming more and more data-driven every day. And so as you look at all that data out there, all of that data is very scattered and very fragmented. So what our software does is integrates with a lot of different points to be able to bring that data into one central place, again, to help teams make better decisions quicker. One of the things we've worked on the most is we developed a way to be able to intercept teams' communication, and the NFL would be the equivalent to if you can intercept Tom Brady to Bill Belichick, you now know what plays are going to be coming. We've done that at the NASCAR level and what we call Tier 1 level. We're fortunate enough to be a Linseed Capital funded company, been growing quick. We have a little under 1,500 teams right now that are using our product.
My name is Andrew Kripalani. I'm the co-founder of a company called Workhound. We're working on solving driver retention in the trucking industry. Interested to hear how that's received by your current customers and how they feel about maybe you intercepting their communication.
We always say we're trying to help you make a better decision quicker, and if we can provide information to do that, we're just going to do it, and we always err on that. What we have to be really careful of is we start to build affinities with these customers, and we always have to stay agnostic as possible.
I started raising money for my own startups in 1999, and it was not easy. You know, we met with people here in town, and there was just no concept of startup, venture capital, anything like that. It was like completely alien. I think most of that change has happened in the last 5 years. A few different things that have happened. Nebraska Angels has helped, Dundee VC, Silicon Prairie News. That's been one of the biggest positive things that have happened to startups here. It's helped connect people that existed before but had no connections.
Investments we make locally have the opportunity to interact with us as much as they like. Events like this, we're out there pretty visible, but people are welcome to always come to us too as well. So I think the contact, the amount of time that the investor and the founder have is unique.
I think in Omaha, we're still at a stage where people will help each other a lot. They'll give a lot of time, so there's more mutual support because we realize we got to do that to effectively compete with the rest of the country.
I've done startups in Northern Virginia. We started a branch of our company in London, England. I actually did some startups in Sweden and the Czech Republic before I moved to the US. Omaha is by far the best place to run and grow a company for all kinds of reasons, but I think the most important one is the quality of the people you can find.
Angel financing level comes after maybe you've had your friends and family, your bank loans, your credit cards are maxed out, and people sometimes are premature when they seek angel funding because they haven't put their own sweat equity, their own money into it, and we like to see a little personal funds put in as well, so that they have some skin in the game too. And so getting bank loans or bank mortgages and things I think are essential.
Too often people look at banks and say that doesn't fit technology startups or high growth companies that perhaps are high risk. There's very few people out there more well networked than bankers. So I always put bankers in the same category as other service providers, whether it's a lawyer or CPA. Those guys know everyone and they know the financial situation and what resources are out there. So just because they're going to tell you no doesn't mean that you shouldn't contact them as part of the process when you're raising funds. I mean, one of the advisors to our company is with First National, and he's fantastic to be able to say, I'm the last person that will ever invest in your company, but I'm the first person to make introductions. And so I think that's a really good way that banks can help without ever saying that we're going to cut you a check.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about your experience working with remote work teams. What has kind of been your philosophy going forward now with them, and some of your maybe say, hey, this was really great, but maybe this wasn't so great around working with remote work teams?
I think relationship is key towards any of it. So relationship is in place because you have that trust. The other part is, though, we can't always say that the best people for Race Note are going to work and live in Omaha. So we need to allow them to be able to work. So I think part of it is making sure like you have the discipline and accountability within that person to be able to say, I don't care where you work from, but it's going to be getting done.
So in terms of teeth on 3D, the situation with most of the equipment here acquired a little bit of it when we founded the company and bought the IP and existing academic unit. And after that, I'm on eBay all the time. We get some of these printers off eBay. We can get kilns off Craigslist. That's a good way to buy equipment.
Proving a market is just essential to get investment. Show an investor that you've got customers that will buy your stuff.